Hello everybody, Tim Norris here, aka GreyElephant.
I'm Carmen Norris.
And welcome to a live play by GreyElephant Gaming. What are we playing?
Today we are playing Strange Remnants, the expansion to Eldritch Horror.
Strange, look, it's got those head guys from Easter Island. Isn't that Easter Island, where they're from?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see
the head guys?
The head dudes. Did you see that they dug up that they're actually full bodies? That they dug them up underneath? I don't know why did nobody think of that before? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I always thought that they were bodies.
I usually pay attention to that stuff, and I have no idea what he's talking about. So,
really? Yeah, they dug up one of the heads, and they found out that they actually are a full body statue now. That they weren't just big giant heads stuck on the island.
Maybe they're big voodoo dolls. Like, somebody was unable to move after they buried the statue.
Yeah, I don't really think that's what it was at all. So this is the latest expansion for Eldritch Horror. We have every expansion for this, and this was sent to us by Fantasy Flight Games. Thank you very much, because we like Eldritch Horror just a tad bit.
We like playing it.
We are going to play against the new, bad, ancient one, whom we have nicknamed...
Shaggy.
Shaggy! Because we really don't know how to pronounce his real name.
And you don't want us to try?
No, you don't. Well, it's always a fun game to try.
Well, it's fun to call him Shaggy, too. So
I think so, too. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. We are also going to be playing as 2 of the 4 new characters. And, obviously, hopefully some of the new cards and everything will be popping up as well during the game. So, why don't we jump into it, and we will see if we can defeat this ancient one, and hopefully the Earth doesn't get devoured. Alright, so we got the game all set up here. Alright, Carmen! Who are you playing as?
I am Skids O'Toole.
You're such a tool.
Ex-convict. And his story...
Oh, we gotta do the story, yes.
Yes. His story is that Skids got put away on 2 counts of bank robbery, but he never hurt anybody. His cellmate, Brad Hollins, killed 9 people. Hollins said that an alien creature made him do it. Over the years, Hollins said a lot of strange things about the Ancient Ones. He said that he needed to get to Argentina to stop them. Skids didn't give it much thought until the night Hollins burst into flames.
Oh my god, no!
When Skids got paroled, he couldn't shake the thought of these Ancient Ones. So Skids is starting in Argentina, in Buenos Aires.
Yes. Mm-hmm. My goodness, that must have been awfully creepy seeing your friend just burst into flames like that. I am Zoe Zamares, and I am the chef. And the reason I picked Zoe is because she is bloody awesome. Literally bloody.
Yeah.
And she looks awesome. So, anyways, let's see what it says. Zoe's wounds have left her hospitalized and unable to walk. Well, that's something different. Let's read her other thing. That's crazy if I got a crippling effect. Let's try this again. When Zoe was 6 years old, her parents were killed in a fire. As the flames consumed her home, God spoke to her. Zoe! He told Zoe that she was special.
You're special, Zoe.
And that he was giving her a special task.
You will be my prophet.
No, you're supposed to say, I'm giving you a special task. As an adult, she now travels from city to city, taking work as a chef to support herself. When she isn't working,
Your task is to be a chef!
But now, when I'm not working, I stalk the night, guided by the Lord's voice. Whenever she finds wickedness, she strikes it down without remorse.
You shall strike down wickedness!
I have smote thee! Most recently, God has called her to Rome to dispense his righteous fury. I love this chick! What is not to love about a chick she's like got a crusade going on here. I start with the Holy Cross. So the Holy Cross will give me +2 for my will during a combat encounter. And just so you know, my actions is that if I have fewer than 2 task assets, I can gain a task unique asset. And then I also, if I do not lose any sanity during a combat encounter, I get to roll 2 extra dice during a combat encounter. So she's just a badass. I
forgot to get my starting item, which it's an axe.
Well, why don't you tell them what your actions are real quick.
My action is that I may discard 1 item or trinket asset to gain 1 item or trinket asset of my choice from the reserve with value equal or less than 1 plus the value of the discarded asset.
My God, I didn't realize this was going to be like an algebra
I don't
test
know.
with your guy.
I'm not really sure what that means. I think it just means equal to,
Yeah,
or less than.
Sounds good.
Whenever you roll a 1 during a test, you may re-roll that die. That's why I chose that guy, because I tend to roll 1s.
And you start with the what?
I start with the axe, which I can't seem to find.
Well, I'm going to give you your prelude card while we
right.
are setting this up. So if you guys aren't familiar, these cards are kind of ways that you're going to... It makes each game different. They're called... I think they're called prelude cards. Anyways, I'm
looking through the wrong deck. That's why I can't
why don't you let
it.
me find your axe for you while... why don't you go over your prelude card? Well, in fact, right here. It's the very first bottom card.
Oh, well, there you go. The Coming Storm.
Riders
You have
on the
seen the
storm.
signs that others could not. They called you paranoid. Called your preparations illogical, even crazy. But you know the truth. The truth that when the time comes, you will be ready. You will weather that which is prophesied to come. You will survive.
I will survive!
I'm a survivor. Okay, after resolving setup, we have to resolve
Right.
mythos effects.
Oh my God, you kidding me? What do we got to do? Holy crap! What kind of crap? Alright, so we got to do all these mythos effects. So if you're familiar with the game, you know exactly what these are. So very first thing, we have to move the little mythos trigger.
Yep.
Secondly, we have to spawn a gate.
Spawn a gate. And
Istanbul, not
when you spawn a gate, you spawn a monster to go with it.
Yep. So Istanbul gets a gate.
This is a cultist.
Yeah, cultists are easy. In fact, we got a cultist up here too. Last but not least, we do a monster surge. So none of the gates match the little symbol. So that means, unfortunately, we have to do another gate, which goes into Sydney. And whenever you do a gate, you do another monster. So fantastic prelude card.
Ghost.
Right? Ooh, it's Patrick Swayze. Oh, my love.
Ooh, I'm gonna go to Sydney.
All right, it does say that when starting with the lead investigator, each investigator resolves 2 effects of their choice. You can move to an adjacent space and or gain 1 travel ticket of your choice. So you can move to an adjacent space or gain a travel ticket.
Okay.
Gain 1 clue and 1 focus.
Ooh, that's a good deal.
Gain 1 asset with equal to or less value than your handshake ability, your influence from the reserve. So,
Okay.
like I could get the personal assistant.
My influence is 1. So.
You could gain 1 glamour spell, 1 incantation spell, or 1 ritual spell, or you can improve a skill of your choice. Well, it would start with you, supposedly, but I don't know why we can't do this at the same time.
Okay.
I am going to improve a skill.
I thought you were the lead investigator. You've got the
I am the lead investigator, aren't I?
Yeah.
Well, I want to focus in a clue. A clue! I want to take those, and then I'm going to improve. I think I will improve my observation, because it's only a 1. So I'll make that a +1. And then what you going to do? What you going to do when the monsters come for you?
I don't know. Let me think.
You should go. You should always go for a clue and focus. Those
I'm
always.
gonna go for. I think I'm gonna improve my willpower because that's pretty important. So
I think it is very important.
I'll improve my willpower.
Okay.
And what was it? A focus and a clue.
A focus and a clue you could gain. Yeah.
Those are usually a good idea for a
I think
game.
they're
So
always
I'll get
good.
a focus, which I have no idea why these are called focus because they look like I'm going more crazy. Don't they?
Your crazy focus. Okay, so mine is unwilling. You ready to do my sound effects? Mine is unwilling sacrifice. You didn't see the face.
No!
Well, I mean, it's not yet. You gotta wait. You didn't see the faces of the men who took you in the black of the night, but you can see the face of another who shares your fate. Bound and gagged, the other victim lies helpless on the stone altar beside you.
I'm so sorry.
A black-robed figure prepares to drive a jeweled dagger into the victim's
No!
heart. With the cultist distracted, you think you could escape. But could you really do so in good conscience? Nye! As the blade comes down, adrenaline surges through your body.
Hiya!
Well, I don't know if I know Kung Fu, but I appreciate that. Through your body, and you slip from your restraints. You throw yourself between the robed assailant and his victim.
Oh, no, you don't.
The blade sinks into your flesh of your shoulder, missing your heart by 9 inches. You wrench the dagger free from your wounded shoulder, and after subduing the cultist, you free your grateful companion. Those who did this to you will pay in kind. That much is certain. After resolving setup, each investigator may spend 2 health to gain 1 character unique asset. So do you want to spend 2 health to gain a character unique asset?
Yes.
Yeah, why not? Let's
do this.
I'm going to do that. So.
Assets are good.
All right, so character unique assets. Character unique asset.
Any day now.
Yeah, well, we'll find one of these days. One of these days. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. There we go. I got Dr. Harim Mfurfurf. And you have Constance Dahlberg. Alright, so he is, says when you gain a card from the deck, gain 2 clues. Or when you gain this card from the deck, I gain 2 clues.
Oh,
whoa! And he says, as an action, you may spend 2 clues to discard 1 monster of your choice on a space containing a gate. Knuckle bump.
Woo, that is good.
What's yours do?
Mine's not that great. Constance Hallberg. When you gain this card from the deck, improve your influence.
Nice!
That's kind of good. My influence is only 1, so...
Now it's a 2!
An improvement's not going to help me a whole lot at this point.
Oh, it's going to help.
Gain 1 random weapon asset from the deck.
Okay.
I already have a weapon, so that kind of stinks too.
Yeah, but you could trade with me. So let's see. Bottom, we're starting at the bottom. Item weapon, you got a bullwhip. That was the first one we came to.
Ooh,
yeah.
kinky.
You know, I was thinking Indiana Jones, and you went straight for the kinky factor. I like that.
Gain +1 during combat encounters.
Yeah, well, you got better.
You may reroll 1 die when resolving a strength test during a combat encounter. Yes.
Yeah, but you can get that. You can get that to me though if we meet up in a place. That's the good part. All right, so we are.
Oh, we're gonna meet up.
Oh, we're gonna meet up with that bullwhip. All right, you're going all kinky on me. All right, so we're playing against Shaggy. So let's talk a little bit about Shaggy. But I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this a little bit in first person because we're just about ready to get this game started. All right, so now you see why we call this one Shaggy. We really don't know how to pronounce that. But it does say when the Omen advances to the red space on the Omen track, place 1 Eldritch token on that space. So whenever we hit this spot right here, we're going to have to place an Eldritch token on that space. And why is that important? Because it does say at the end of the Mythos phase, if 2 mysteries have been solved or there are 3 Eldritch tokens on the red space, this card is going to flip and the portal opens. We will lose game when Doom advances to 0, so we don't want that to happen. Setup, nothing really special there. We've got the deck set up, so we are pretty much ready to go. Our first mystery that we have here is a bit of a long one, and it says, Fortifying the Barrier. An ancient barrier cloaks the world from the gaze of Azathoth. But as the eclipse nears, the barrier weakens, and the old magic must be called upon once more to strengthen it. When this card enters play, place 1 Eldritch token on the 4 spots mentioned, and I've already got those on. As an encounter, an investigator on a space containing an Eldritch token may discard 1 spell to use the ruin's power to fortify the barrier between the worlds. If he discards the spell, he draws and resolves a Fortify the Barrier special encounter. We've got those. That's 2 different types right here. I think this one's the Fortify the Barrier, and then this one's something else. I can't remember exactly, but whenever this thing flips, that's when we go to these. All right, so unfortunately, I don't have spells, and Carmen, I don't think you have spells either.
Spells.
Maybe we should have went with spells with that stupid card now.
If we would have read that first, maybe we would have gone for spells.
Maybe, but we're stupid.
But I'm in Buenos Aires where you gain spells, so I guess I'll just stay there and try and go for it.
And I was thinking I may just stay here and just try to close down this gate while I'm here. Seems how that is. Rome is a red one, and that would go to red, and it is coming up. So I think I'll just stay right exactly where I'm at. Unfortunately, because there's a monster there, though, I can't do my thing, rest. I can't rest, which I would have liked to have. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to focus. I'm going to gain a focus because we have all our little things here of what we could possibly do. So I'm going to grab a focus, and then I think I'm also just going to grab a travel ticket so that I've got that for later in the game. So you think I should get a boat or a train? What do you think?
Judging by where you're at, you might want to get a train.
That's what I was thinking. I think I will get a train. All right, so I'm going to grab a train ticket as well. So, and then that'll be it for me.
While the camera was off, I reread this on my character sheet to try to better understand it. And I think I understand now. I may discard 1 item or trinket asset to gain 1 item or trinket asset from the reserve with value equal to, just forget the less than for the moment, equal to 1 plus the value of the discarded asset. So that means if I discard the bullwhip, which is a 1, I get to go over here to the reserve and pick out a 2. So that's why it's such a good idea to do that, which I already have the camera on what I have my eye on, which is this personal assistant. So I'm going to grab the personal
Hey,
assistant.
that's going to allow you to increase your handshake ability even more.
Exactly. The bullwhip gets discarded. The personal assistant's going to give me +1 influence during an influence test, and I may reroll 1 die during an influence test.
You realize that means if you roll ones with your normal ability, you get to reroll, plus you get to reroll anyway, so that's
reroll
nice.
like crazy, and my influence is already a 2. It's going to be a 3, and then I get to reroll.
Yeah, so you get to roll 3 dice now.
Let's hope I come across some influence tests. Okay.
Oh, let me put a new card out then for the reserve, so.
Yeah, now I am in Sydney, and I'm not in Sydney. Why did I think that?
I don't know.
I'm in Argentina, right? Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
I want to stay there because I want to get a spell. So for my second action, I think I'll just gain another focus for now, so that I can try to get the spell. And there's I
got crazy eyes.
My crazy eyes are gonna help me focus.
Look, it's like I gave you eyes and a nose. You look like Squidward. All right, so right off the bat, I am going to attempt to try to close this. So let's see what the cultist is here. Obviously, we always look at the little card, and it tells us how we fight a cultist. So, Horror is equal to the number of Eldritch tokens on the red space on the Omen track. Well, there are no red spaces yet on the Omen track. And Toughness is equal to that number +1. So, Toughness will be 1. And the horror will just be, I guess, 1 technically.
I don't think it ever goes to 0.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't think so. Regardless, it says I do roll. It looks like +1. So I would roll a total of 7 because I roll 4. Then I get 2 because of my cross.
Wow.
So I roll 7 total and I need just 1 success. So, and that is good enough. So, all right, which that means I did not lose any health. Or, I'm sorry, any sanity during that encounter, which means that her ability will kick in, which means during the combat I get to roll +2 dice. So she's going to roll 5.
Wow.
And all she needs is
She's good.
Yeah, she is. She's awesome. She's got her bloody knife. Rawr! And she drove it into the heart. And then, ready? God has spoken. I will do his work without hesitation. As she drove the knife into his heart. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to try
to... Zoe.
God is so proud of me. Good job, Zoe. Now I'm going to attempt to close a portal. All right, let's see what happens here. Ooh, let's get a little card and we'll cover it up. Okay. All right. The past, not the future, not the present, but the past. Through the slits of the closet door, you see yourself as a small child sitting up in bed. Who's there? Asks a frightened voice. You try to calmly persuade your younger self that you're a friend.
It's okay, I'm friendly.
Crap! I have to do my handshake -1. I've only got 1 die I roll for this. Man, if you could have gotten this, that would have been...
This bloody knife won't hurt you.
Crap.
Oh, no.
Well, I've got focus. I could try again.
I would try again.
All right. Spin a focus. Should I roll this? No, we got to roll a new one, don't we?
Roll a new die.
Yes! All right. It's me! The child calms down, but eyes you suspiciously. Listen carefully to what I say, you tell yourself. It might save your life. You may become delayed to gain 2 clues. Whether you become delayed or not, close this gate.
Yay, close the gate.
Should I gain 2 more clues? I've already got 3.
We don't need them
I definitely get to close the gate, so that's a good thing.
At the moment, we don't need them for anything, and you already have 3, so I don't think...
Becoming delayed's kind of a big deal. I agree. I don't want to become delayed either, so... All right, that gate is closed.
Okay, I'm in Buenos Aires, so I get a green one.
Okay, you gotta flip it.
Yep.
And then...
A beggar is chanting. Gain 1 non-incantation spell.
Okay, so I'll look for a non-incantation spell for you.
He asks for your help with a particular magic quest. Gain an agreement condition or test.
This was the first one on the bottom. It's a not an incantation. It's a glamour spell.
Sweet.
Glamorous.
I'm glamorous. Once per round during the action phase, you may spend 1 health and 1 sanity to perform an additional action.
Whoa! Sweetness.
Nice.
Okay, so what else happens here?
I gain an agreement condition, or I test my lore -2. If I pass or gain the condition, he rewards me. Gain 1 relic unique asset.
Ooh.
If you fail, lose 1 sanity and gain 1 bane condition.
You've got 4, or you roll only 2 dice. You would only roll 1 die then.
I would roll 1 die.
Yeah, that would be it.
But I don't want to gain a condition.
Well,
so
you might as well just attempt then to roll.
I will attempt to roll, and now I'm terrible at rolling. My dice fall off the table. They do.
You gotta show.
On camera, I hate rolling with my left hand, so this is what I've got. My lucky dice tower from a kid's game. It's from Balloon Lagoon.
Yes.
And I roll so much better with this thing, so let's see what happens.
Yes!
Yeah! See, I told you. It worked.
So what do you get now?
Let's see. I gain 1 relic unique asset.
Relic unique asset. Okay.
Wait, and I'm supposed to do something with the spell, aren't I? Something.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to get rid of the spell.
Oh, I like that spell.
Well,
okay, let's see what I got. I got a stone chest. When you perform a rest action, you may attempt to pry open the chest. If you pass, flip this card. Ooh, it's a surprise!
Alright, something that Carmen just noticed was that she was not supposed to even get that bullwhip yet with this character. That's supposed to be whenever this little action symbol appears. So, the bullwhip technically should still be on the bottom of the deck. You should not have that ability, which means this will go back to the bottom as well. So, congratulations.
I used an action for that.
And you did use an action for it.
I did.
You did, but the good thing was you did not use the influence for anything else.
Right.
During this the whole encounter phase, so at least that didn't happen. So you could have done something different, which means you could have attempted to try to at least get that, which means you could have rolled 2 dice. Why don't we do that, and we'll see if you can successfully use your dice tower. And you would have gotten 1 success, which means you could have re-rolled this one with a focus and try to get 2 successes to get the personal assistant anyways.
Sure, let's try it.
Okay. And
nope.
you failed.
I failed.
Alright, so we'll just say that didn't happen.
All
Alright,
right.
so now we're going to go into the Mythos phase. So, ready? Flip! Alright, so right off the bat, we're going to have to move this thingy here, which means it did hit the red spot, and according to Shaggy, now we have to put an Eldritch token on that spot. Alright? Plus, now you're going to get that to kick in. Now you will get the bullwhip. So there you go. Dun, 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 dun. Now kinky stuff can happen now. Alright? I don't know. Do any of our... Yep, the cultist has a thingy on him, but that's nothing, so we ain't got to worry about that. Nothing else?
I have to test my lore.
Okay, so you have to roll 2 dice.
Oh, come on.
You got 2 ones. 2 ones, which means
them.
your guy gets to reroll. And 2 successes.
2 sixes, yes. Flip this card. 1 to 2. Stress and fatigue wears at you. Lose 1 sanity. Oh my goodness.
Oh, dang.
Stinks.
Yeah, it does.
Alright.
Alright, so now we also spawn a gate, and this is in Arkham. And of course, we always put a monster with that, and we have the goat spawn. Alright, you ready? The scope of the tremor was so vast that newspapers in every country reported on the damage done and the tragic destruction of ancient wonders. The world shakes. It's an event. Each investigator on the active expedition space or adjacent, this is the active expedition,
we're not adjacent.
or adjacent, loses 2 health and becomes delayed. Then search the expedition encounter deck for each card corresponding to the active expedition and return it to the game box. Then shuffle the expedition encounter deck. So, alright, that would be this thing. So it's the Heart of Africa, so all them cards come out, and nothing else happens. That was, hey, I'll take that. That's not too bad at all. Heart of Africa, Heart of Africa.
And then we're going to move it?
Yeah, we're going to, after I shuffle, and we'll see where it goes to next.
Alright.
And then cut it, boom, it winds up. Where the heck is that place? Right here. Tunungska. Alright. That was it. That was pretty simple. I like that. Well, I'll take more of those, right? We'll put that on the bottom there. So now it is going to go back to our action phase, and we'll have to figure out what we're going to do. Alright, so Zoe, this is God. I need you to go to Istanbul and close another gate.
Hey, I'm supposed to be the voice of God.
Well, then...
That's my
Did I take
line.
your... Okay, you ready to go?
Zoe!
Yes?
We want you to go to Istanbul.
Well, it's just right next to Rome.
The royal we. You should go to Istanbul and close down the gate.
Okay. So, before she goes, I'm going to grab another focus. And then
Zoe, you're doing things out of order.
Oh, I'm sorry, God. Maybe have a fish swallow me and spit me up in his deep pool.
All right, now
The bullwhip goes away.
Now I'm gonna trade in the bullwhip for this personal assistant.
And we'll put that.
There we
one
go.
back again.
Fine.
So, yay!
Yay! Finally. Okay, and then for my second action, I'm just gonna move over here because I'm gonna want to resolve this.
Yeah, we're gonna go for the mystery. Well, I'm gonna try to close down another gate. So the cultists. Let's check that out again. Make sure we got it. It says the whore is equal to the number of Eldritch tokens on the red space of the omen track, and toughness is equal to that number plus 1. So whore will be 1, and toughness will be 2, because we do have 1 token on the Eldritch track. So I do roll 7 dice for my will. And
That's a lot.
yeah, well, I'm very willful. I'm a woman. I'm headstrong. All right, so I barely passed that.
You roll 5 now?
And now I roll 5 in combat. There's 4, and Emily is loudly listening to that TV downstairs, ain't she? And there's 1, 2 successes. So that's enough to be able to defeat the cultists. So once again, you have been defeated. And let me say my line. God has spoken. I will do his work without hesitation. That's my best, like, woman with an accent. Now I do a close the gate thingy. Oh boy, here we go. And top. Unknown cutoff. You are one of the onyx castles of the Great One. What? You are in the onyx castles of the Great Ones. A large man dressed as a pharaoh tells you the gods have all gone, but he can return you home.
I can return you home.
Resolve the pass effect to decline his offer, or resolve the fel effect to accept. Crap! So, let's see. So, resolve the pass effect to decline his offer.
Zoe, you should decline this offer. He's lying to you.
Or resolve the fail. So, I need to do... Well, I mean, I'm not going to close the gate unless if I... Obviously.
Right.
So, I will do the pass effect and decline his offer, I guess.
Zoe, I'm proud of you.
You search the castle. Alright, so that's going to be a -1 on my eyeballs, which means I only roll 1 die. Oh boy.
Zoe, you can do this.
I will spend a focus. I will spend another focus. I will spend a clue.
Oh my goodness.
Shit.
Yes.
God is my will.
You needed a new die.
Yeah, that's what it was. Right. Oh, wrong one.
Wrong
okay,
one.
So let's see. If you pass after 4 attempts, you discover that the Great Ones left you a gift and a way home. Gain 1 relic unique asset and close this gate. Nice. If you fail, you become lost and cannot recall how you escaped. Gain 1 injury condition and an amnesia condition. So I gained 1 relic unique asset and I closed yet another gate.
Oh, right. Skids is over here to resolve the mystery. So, let's see what the mystery says.
How did you get the nickname Skids?
I don't want to know. As an encounter, an investigator on space containing an Eldritch token may discard 1 spell to use the ruin's power to fortify the barrier between worlds. So I'm going to discard the Voice of Ra. That was an awesome spell.
Yeah, it
that
was.
stinks. If he discards the spell, he draws and resolves a fortifying the barrier special encounter.
And bam!
Alright. You make your way to the site of power within the ruins. A close inspection of the nearby stones and structures reveals nothing that could be stopping the flow of energy, yet the ruins remain mysteriously inactive. I need to test my observation, which is a 3.
There's 3 dice for you.
3 dice.
Your little,
my lucky dice
come
tower.
On, yes!
Yeah! Alright. You realize the ruins are being masked by an illusion. Your disbelief causes it to dissipate. If you pass, strength -1.
So you roll 3, yep.
Revealing a fell spirit to be its source. There we go, that's why I'm doing strength -1. I skipped a line. If you pass, defeating the spirit returns to the ruins. Okay, so strength. My strength is a 4, and this is not a combat encounter, so that is not going to come into, right?
Technically, it would be a combat against the ghost, right?
Well, but a combat encounter would have to be against a monster.
Yeah,
so I'm going to roll
3 dice.
Oh, well, look, I already have 3.
Yes, you
okay. Come on, Dice Tower.
Yes!
Yeah! Alright, so if I pass, I defeat the spirit and returns to an active state. Place this Eldritch token on the active mystery.
Yes!
Ta-da!
Bloop! Just like that, and that's it.
That's it.
Right on.
So once we get enough Eldritch tokens, which I think that's it. It's half the investigators.
Yep.
So, yes. Yay me!
Alright, so now we go into the mythos phase. Are you ready? So now we move the little thingy, the omen track, and now it's on the zigzag blue. Do we have... Oh! You know what? Sydney was out when we hit the red, Carmen. I think we should have... What about Arkham? Because I know Rome was closed, but Arkham and Sydney both, I think, should have counted down the Doom track. I think we forgot to move down for both of them when we hit the red. So that's good. At least we remember now.
I think you probably forgot because of that Eldritch token there.
I may have. But okay, so we should have decreased Doom by 2 whenever we hit the red, which we've done now. We're hitting the blue, like zigzag line. I don't think any of them know because I did. Nope, none of them had that. Alright, so we're good there. Now we do the action symbols on anything. Anything on the board? No.
I have an action
You have an action symbol.
Gain 1 random weapon item from the deck.
Holy crap, do you just always get that no matter what?
Yeah, every time.
It's kind of nice, ain't it? Let's see what we get here. Man, and then you're going to be able to keep swapping it.
Yeah, it's a nice combination, isn't it?
That's great. Yeah, it is great. Let's see if I can actually find a weapon, though. That's the problem. Hello! Weapons! Hello! Weapons!
Huh.
Oh my god, seriously.
I already have them all.
There we go. Dynamite. Dynamite! Which is actually really good.
Each monster on your space loses 3 health. Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, now let's, you did all that. We've done all the action things. Yes. Let's spawn a gate, which will go on Tokyo. Give me a monster.
Rat thing.
The rat thing goes in
That
Tokyo.
rat thing is spooky. I don't want to... I'm not fighting that.
You make my heart sing. You ready? The old man stares into the fire and speaks quietly in his native tongue. His grandson listens closely and then translates for you. The skin of all things has been cut, but the young man indicates a cut of his own arm. A scar makes skin stronger. A scar makes skin stronger.
I'm making up a native language here. You gotta give me a break.
A brief respite event. If Doom advanced this round, retreat Doom by 1, which it did not actually advance.
No.
So,
okay.
Oh well. It did last time. I kept waiting for you to keep going. So let's see. I think we got a mystery solved. This does say at the end of the Mythos phase, if there are Eldritch tokens on this card equal to half of the investigators,
yay,
solve this mystery. So this mystery has been solved, which means if we solve one more, we're going to end up flipping this guy over. So I imagine these things need to go away. This one and this one.
Yeah, because that had to do with that mystery. Okay.
See what our new one is. Relics of the ancient world. With the magic that cloaks the earth from the court of Azathoth diminished by the approaching eclipse, powerful relics of old must be drained of their power in order to bolster the barrier's strength. After an investigator resolves a research encounter, he may spend 1 clue he gained from that encounter to gain 1 relic unique asset. So we need to go to here.
No.
No, I'm sorry. It's a clue. Yeah. So we've got 1 clue here.
We only have 1?
Yeah, we do. We do.
Oh, we need to spawn more. Where do we do that?
We spawn them from London, unfortunately, and I can't get there in 1 turn. So, after an investigator flips a relic unique asset, he may place 1 Eldritch token on this card. If he does, he discards that relic unique asset. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are Eldritch tokens on this card equal to the investigators solve this mystery. So we got to do 2 of those. Ugh, that's going to be a little tougher. Alright, so the only clue on the board is all the way here. I mean, and neither one of us can really get to it. So I am going to travel to here and then to here using my boat or my train ticket. So thank you very much. Choo-choo. I have 1 more action I can do. Now I could perform my 1 action here to where I could get a task unique item or asset. I don't know if I really want to mess with that at the moment. I think what I would like to do is just gain a focus, because this here will allow me to hopefully improve my lore, and I might be able to use that focus to be able to do that.
Alright, my plan is go to Sydney, and Sydney has a combat encounter coming up. So what I'm going to do is use my special action again to discard an item or trinket to gain one that is worth one more. So I'm going to discard my axe, which is worth 2.
My axe!
I'm going to go over here and get the Tome of Horrors. You gain +2 willpower during combat encounters. Reduce the horror of monsters you encounter by 1 to a minimum of 1.
Nice.
It's probably a good idea, considering that Sydney has a ghost.
With a ghost, which
so,
we know you have to fight with willpower.
So, we go.
All right.
And then here I am. I'm going to move over to Sydney.
Zoe is going to be drawing a purple card, and let's see what happens. And I am looking for Shanghai, which is at the top. So let's put a card over there. All right. You tried to persuade a collector of Chinese antiquities to let you see the 7 cryptical books of Hassan. So I have to do my fancy handshakes. Go, fancy handshake! Yes!
That's quite a handshake
If you
have there.
Thank you. If you pass, the scrolls prove instructive. I get to improve my thingamabob. If you fail, the collector tricks you. I don't have to worry about that. So
Your
I
lore?
increased my lore by 1.
Sweet.
Darn tootin'.
I wish I could improve my lore. Give me that monster.
Monster.
Here is the ghost.
I'm
I'm gonna roll 1 less willpower, and it's 2 for horror, right?
But you get
But I gain 2 willpower during combat encounters.
4, so you're gonna roll 5 dice.
I roll 5, and then I reduce the horror by 1.
So he's only got 1 horror.
So he's only got 1 horror. So let's do this.
Let's do this. Come on.
Come on, Lucky Dice Tower.
And he's
Woo!
dead. Big
Mom,
time dead.
wow!
Mamma mia!
I so killed you.
I so killed you. All right, so now
All
you
right.
have to do a gate.
Gate.
And you're ready. Let's put a little card on top of it, and whoosh.
Let's see what I gotta do here.
Come on, Carmen.
The book you are reading describes complex rituals in very abstract terms. You do your best to comprehend the dense material.
Ooh, that's a lore.
Ugh, I have no attention span. This is not going to work very well. It's a 2. So
Come on,
let's
huh?
see. Maybe Skids has a good attention span, because I know I don't.
Dude pays attention.
Good job, Skids. You gradually begin to see a pattern emerge. Gain 1 spell. Ooh,
Yes.
look at that.
Just any type of spell?
Yes. After staring so long at the book, however, you've forgotten how to get back home. You ask others in the library for help. I'm going to have to do a handshake test.
Oh, boy.
That is 2. What does my girl do? She gives me
Gain +1.
+1,
Yes.
and then reroll 1 die. So I go 3. 3 for the...
It looks like a -1, though, on the handshake, dear.
Oh, I'm sorry, it is. So I
you
roll
rolled
2.
2.
I roll 2. All right.
Ugh. She gets to let you reroll.
I get to reroll, right? Reroll 1 die.
Okay, so do that, and then you still have an... Ugh, Carmen!
I will use this.
All right.
Because it's important to close gates.
Get a new die.
A new
for you.
die.
Yes!
Yay, finally. Alright. If you pass, an alien creature comes to your aid, close this gate.
Boom. Do you realize we have closed, what, 1, 2, 3 gates already? I mean, we have been a gate closing factory.
Yay.
Okay, ready? Mythos phase.
Those focus, they help so much.
Oh, they help a lot. So we spawn 1 clue, and it goes on space number 4.
We need that. Where did it go?
Now we put 4 tokens on this card.
It's up there. It looks like in Canada, in the wilderness.
Yeah,
Okay.
great. Alright, so it says, the weather grows worse. Snow and ice cover cities, and that never have seen such weather before in their history. The Wind Walker. Ongoing rumor. When this card enters play, spawn the Wind Walker epic monster on space 4. Oh my
let's
god,
see what
are you
the clue
serious? What is the...
Does that mean we have to fight him before we can get the clue, or...?
Texas Ranger Windwalker. I think we do. I'll check on
I
that,
don't
though.
remember what the clues are.
When it's defeated, we solve the rumor. When there are no Eldritch tokens on this card, each investigator becomes delayed and loses 6 health. Then solve this rumor. Holy crap. So whenever the action thingy comes up, then we have to pull one Eldritch token off of this.
Can you defeat the Windwalker with your clues?
Yes, I can!
Oh, yes.
Well, wait a minute. It says you may spend 2 clues to discard 1 monster of your choice on a space containing a gate. So, unfortunately,
there's no gate.
But I'm thinking there's something we can still do because you've got the capacity of using dynamite.
I do.
You've got dynamite, and you could also trade in your dynamite for this double barrel. So we're fine. I think you could go up there and kick its butt. That was it for the Mythos. So that was actually pretty nice, really. I mean, nothing else groundbreaking really happened. So let's go into our actions. Zoe, God has spoke to you. The very first thing you're going to do is you are going to rest. And you are going to get some much needed rest.
That's very nice, God.
So let's get a health back. I don't need to get a sanity because I've got all that. But I now test my lore, and if I pass, I get to flip this card. So I get to roll 3 dice. And shoot! If you pass, flip the card. Well, I'm not gonna spend a focus because I want the focus for down here.
You can see me there in Sydney. My plan is to go up to Tokyo and then try to close that gate.
Rat thing! Darn it!
Oh no, not the rat thing.
He makes my heart
Then from Tokyo, I'm going to go over to the next side of the board, try to fight the Windwalker. So what I'm going to do now is get a double barrel shotgun.
Yeah.
Double barrel shotgun. So all the way across the sky.
You're getting rid of the dynamite, right?
I'm getting rid of the dynamite, and that is a YouTube video that you're probably not familiar with, so I sound crazy. And Tim can put a new card out. Yep. That is one action. For my second action, I
thought you was going to rest.
I thought I was going to get a boat ticket so that I can go up there to Tokyo.
Yeah, but you can do that next turn. You should rest and see if you can flip your thing.
Yeah, because I want to know what this says. Because if I wait, no, I don't want to do this yet. It's a strength test, and if I stay there in Sydney, I get to improve my strength maybe.
So you're gonna get a boat ticket.
So I'll get a boat ticket this time.
Boat ticket. I'm now going to try to encounter and solve a clue. So let's see what happens here. So I am on a city space. So let's put a little card right here. Let's see what happens. The relic is pivotal to the machinations of the followers of the idiot god. You won't let them keep it. Oh man, observation -1, which means I only roll 1.
You can do this. Zoe, I'm with you.
Damn it.
Okay, maybe not.
All right, so we're gonna spend a focus. Where does it go?
Give me that.
Thank you. We're gonna spin a new roll this.
New die. Oh.
Dang!
Oh, sorry, my lucky dice tower didn't do any help. Spin clues. Damn it. Wait, yes, do it. Spin a clue.
All right.
Do you want a new die?
I'm gonna have to.
New die. Dice tower.
Okay, this is getting
this
stupid.
This is ridiculous. Oh, look at that.
Dang it! Seriously? All right.
They hate you.
If you pass, you replace it with a clever imitation. Gain this clue and 1 relic unique asset. If you fail, spawn 1 monster on each space containing a gate. So.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there we go. So we'll grab 2 out of our monster bowl. 1 goes up there, and 1 goes down here, which this is the Proto-Shoggoth.
This is a witch.
And a witch. Fantastic. So I just made it a little bit more difficult for you up there.
I'm in Sydney, so I need a purple.
And then we'll put a little
card.
thingy. So there you go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. In the dream world, you are attacked by the Arkaroo. Sorcerers who resemble snakes. You use warding symbols to protect yourself. It is a lore test. My lore is a 2.
Fantastic.
We can do this. We can do this, Dice Tower. No, we can't do this. Should I spin my clue?
Yeah.
I get to reroll 1 die. Let's do this.
Yes!
Yay, a 5. Alright, if you pass, you wake invigorated. Improve your strength. Yay, me!
Now you got a 5 on your
I'm
strength.
so strong now.
Well, looks like you should have came up there and helped me. I'm obviously not strong enough to be able to get that. Alright, so we spawn...
Clever enough.
Clever enough. The Amazon. Where the Amazon should be right there.
Okay.
Alright, Space 8 gets an exclamation point. So Space 8, right here it looks like. 4 Eldritch tokens are going to go on this card now. Good God. You dream of a life as an insane wizard thousands of years ago in Atlantis. You also dream of that same wizard still alive today on an uncharted island. Growing madness, ongoing rumor. As an encounter, an investigator on Space 8 may attempt to find the uncharted isle by using your observation. If he passes, he may spend clues equal to half the number of investigators to solve this rumor.
That sounds really exciting.
Yeah.
I want to find this guy.
So, bad things are going to happen, obviously, the longer that stays out. So.
Alright,
that's it. So we're going to go back into our action phase. Well, I'm going to do a whole lot of what I did last turn. I'm going to get one focus. And, I mean, we've got to be able to solve these clues. It's the only way. And, I mean, you're going to have to head over that direction. I'm going to stay here, and I'll continue to try to work on this one. Now I'm going to rest, and I'm going to attempt to flip this thing again. And let's see if I can fail miserably on every action I do. So I will roll 3 dice and try to get 1 stupid success.
the dice are angry at you.
Zoe, I don't like your bad attitude, Zoe.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
All right. I'm going to try to open my stone chest. I'm excited about this. I'm going to rest so that I can open it. So I get my my little tokens
So
here.
you roll 4 dice.
And actually, it's a strength test. I roll 5 dice.
5? Wow.
5 dice. Yes, see? That's why I
How come
went
I
ahead.
get -1 and you
That's
don't?
why I
Jeez.
did that strength thing in Sydney. Okay, ready? Oh, no.
You reroll ones.
I reroll my ones. Thanks, kids. Oh, I reroll my 1 again. Goodness.
The dice gods are mad
I
at
get
you.
nothing.
Well, you
All
rested.
right.
Now
So I'm going to go
you
up
use your boat pass.
and use my boat pass.
Let's see if I can fail miserably again. So I am in the city.
Bad
so
attitudes do not give you anything, Zoe.
I prayed right before I flipped this card. You pore over your notes for anything that might explain the recent cosmic anomalies. Seriously, I've got to do my observation -1 again. That is the exact same thing I had to do last time. I've got a very poor attitude, God! Alright?
You need to work on your observations, Zoe.
I've got to do it. I've got to spend it. Give it here. I'll do it again. Stinking. Jeesh. Yes!
Your persistence has paid off.
Is it because I made fun of the fish? Is that what? If you pass, you realize they are increasing in frequency as the eclipse nears. Gain this clue and improve your, what is that? My will. If you fail after hours or blah, blah, blah. So, what was it that happens? I remembered something. After an investigator solves a research encounter, he may spend 1 clue he gained from that encounter to gain 1 relic. Okay, so I need to spend the clue to gain the relic unique asset. After an investigator flips the relic unique asset, he may place 1... Hey! Carmen, it just says after an investigator flips a relic unique asset. You and I already both have relic unique assets.
Doesn't have to be that one?
No! Holy crud! He may place 1 Eldritch token on this card. If he does, he discards the relic unique asset. We've both already got them. We just need to do that. We don't need the clues. Oh, stupid brains. Read it.
Yeah.
So I gain the clue, and I also improve my willpower, so that's kind of cool. But if I read that correctly, you and I just need to flip these things, but instead of getting
discard them.
Yeah, and instead of getting the bonus on the back or whatever it is on the back, we have to
but I
discard them
wanna
and put
know
the
what's on
Eldritch.
the
Well, we'll get to
back.
read them. We just don't get the ability, and then we'll put Eldritch tokens on here, and then
Yeah.
that solves it. God, we're
Sweet.
derp. All right, you got a bunch of stuff up here. You got the photogenic Shaggy, and then you got Rat Thing. Which one you want to fight
Rat
first?
Thing. Let's get this over with.
There you go.
All right.
Ooh, boy, he's tougher than what I thought.
That rat thing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's just so scary looking, I swear.
You got to do an observation on him.
Let's see. Observation -2.
Yeah, so that means you roll 1 die for your observation.
Oh,
There you
no.
This could be bad. We'll see.
Oh, no.
Reroll it, right?
I knew it was going to be a 1. I was thinking 1 when I put it in there.
And now you're thinking 6. Good. So it says if
Okay.
you fail the observation, what happens?
Discard 1 item possession.
Ooh, that could
Okay.
have been bad.
Now it is strength -1. So my strength is a 5. And then what do I have? I have something.
You have your double barrel shotgun.
Double barrel shotgun. Gain 4 during combat encounters.
So you're a total of 9
9.
minus 1, so you roll 8.
I roll 8.
And you just need to get
I only have
1.
6, so. Let's do this.
And there is 1, so
Yay.
you're fine. Okay, so
Okay.
the rat thing's defeated.
Goodbye,
now
rat thing. Next
we
monster.
do the photo Shaggy.
I want to see this. Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
He looks like the tree from the poltergeist that ate the kid.
Okay, 2 willpower, what do I have for willpower? I have +2, and that's 6.
Wow. So you roll 6 for your will. Man, you are really strong.
I am.
You are so strong.
Skids is awesome.
Skids is And you got 1.
I got 1.
Um,
That's not good.
so you take 1 of your thing. So it
I
says
lose
here.
1 sanity.
Okay, read
Okay.
this. What does it say?
No, that's a action symbol.
Oh, that's when the
Okay.
action symbol appears. Okay.
So now I'm strength -1, and I have to get a
8
3.
dice then.
Okay.
Ooh, boy. You gotta get 3?
Yeah.
That's strong, man. Whew.
You sure I'm 8 dice?
Yeah, because you're minus...
And then, each 6 you roll counts as 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on,
Or
man.
something.
Oh my god!
You are so dead. Dead.
Okay, so now you're trying to close down the
I'm
gate.
gonna close the gate. All right, give me this. Plateau of Ling. Something on the horizon attracts your attention. Before you can identify it, a blinding snowstorm picks up. Through the snow, you are no longer sure of the direction you're going. Resolve the pass effect to press forward, or resolve the fail effect to turn back. Well, obviously I want to pass this. Pushing through the storm, you see a mountain ahead of you,
Is that a mountain?
Lang disappearing behind you.
I can't see behind me.
You attempt to climb the steep slope. Strength -1.
Oh, you don't get to use your
That's a
double
4.
barrel, so...
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Strength.
I'm extra shaking the dice. Oh, no.
Shoot!
No, I failed. Oh. If you pass, you reach the top and realize you've climbed Mount Everest. Close the gate. Whether you pass or not, move to the Himalayas. So I lost, and I moved to the Himalayas.
Where's the Himalayas at? Oh my gosh, you went... Thanks, that worked out fantastic for you.
Let me see. If I would have done the fail thing, I would have needed to do the, what is that?
The handshake, the
handshake.
persuasion, or is it
Influence. All right, so anyway.
Oh, well. All right, so...
I blame Ling. He was the worst guide ever.
He was
I'm
worse.
lost in the Himalayas now.
So we move to the comet. Are there any comets?
Thanks, Ling.
We only got Tokyo and Arkham still out. So
Yeah,
nope,
no comets.
Monster Surge. If none of them match the comet, then that means we spawn a gate. So the pyramids, which means a monster goes on it.
Monster.
This goes... When this monster is spawned, the lead investigator gains the cursed condition. Fantastic! When this monster is defeated, an investigator may discard a cursed condition. So, that's good. So, find me a cursed condition, and what they'd be in here.
Well, I might as well defeat the monster since I'm already...
And then Arkham gets a clue. Hey, look at that. And, alright. Your food is being poisoned. Your correspondences are being intercepted. Your transportation is being sabotaged. The constant attacks, real and imagined, are taking a terrible toll on you, against all odds, ongoing. When this card enters play, each investigator loses 2 health unless he spends 1 focus. Then each investigator loses 2 sanity unless he spends 1 clue. I'm not spending a sanity or focus, so...
I don't have anything, so I guess I lose health and strength.
Now this stays out, and it says that whenever the action pops up, it says each investigator may spend 1 focus and 1 clue to gain 2 task unique assets and discard them after. So we'll leave this out right here just to remember. So let's see. I got a cursed condition, Bane. Only 6 count as successes on your test. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, that's great. That's exactly what I need. Oh, fantastic,
I need to make my way over there and defeat that stupid
So you
monster.
couldn't have picked me a better cursed condition. You had to get that one.
one.
That's like the crappiest one ever. I'm just going to move from here to here, and then I'm going to rest. And gain back 1 and 1. That'll give me back something I just lost. And plus, now that I'm resting, I'll try to attempt to do this. I only 6s count. Yes! I was able to do it. So I will... we're not going to get the bonus. That's the Eldritch thing.
But you want to read it.
Yeah, we'll see what it says. We'll see what it says. All right. The tablet tells of a way to manipulate portals between worlds. You study this method in depth, hoping to understand the ways to close the doors to the other worlds and secure the safety of the Earth. Resolve 1 effect of your choice, gain 1 clue, then flip this card. You may spend 2 clues to discard 1 gate of your choice on any space. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So we'll put that on top of there. But instead, I'm going to do the Eldritch token and place it on there.
Okay, I am going to rest, but I want to leave the Himalayas first. I don't like it here, so just move me to the city now.
You could go to Shanghai if you wanted to.
No, because I need to make my way over to that monster.
Oh, you're going to make your way over here?
Yes.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I want to get rid of your cursed condition.
I'm really not worried about it. I'm okay. Why don't you just go to Shanghai? Because
there's a gate here, too, so I can defeat the monster and the gate.
Okay, I mean, if you want to.
That's just what I'm doing. It's my decision.
Fine. Okay, so now you're going to rest, right?
Now I'm going to rest.
Okay, so that gives
Give me
back
my tokens.
All right.
And now...
How many dice do you roll?
I roll strength test, which is 5 dice.
All right, come on, hon. If you pass this, we're going to have the second mystery solved. Reroll.
You
passed
my
it.
ones.
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
You passed it with the 5.
Oh, there's a 5.
Yep.
It wasn't in the camera.
So what did the other side say for you?
What was I going to get if I didn't have to discard it? Let's see. The chest lid slides back, falling to the ground with a loud thud and leaving you stunned at the contents. Inside the chest is filled with gold coins, glittering gemstones, and trinkets from ancient civilizations. I would have improved my, what do you call it, handshake ability? I always forget. Influence and gained 1 relic.
Oh, I am in Sydney, so I'm in the down under.
Sydney!
Australia. Let's see what happens. A student named Errol Flynn loves to hear your stories. He tells you to ask his teachers for help. So I have to do my influence, which is 2 dice. And I have to have 6s, so I'm not even going to attempt. If you pass, they are glad to assist. Improve 1 skill of your choice. If you fail, you get blamed for Flynn's antics and arrested. Gain a detained condition. That's fantastic. That's exactly what I was hoping would happen.
Wow.
I got, like, the worst luck ever.
Generic city space, go! A mob blames famed occultist Etienne Laurent de Marigny for several strange deaths. You intervene to prevent his arrest with your fancy handshake, with your influence, which my influence is only 2.
There you go.
So it's actually influence -1, so I roll 1 die.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you failed.
And I failed. I have nothing to do about it either. If you pass, gain the unique asset. If you fail...
You forgot about this here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I may re-roll 1 die, and I should have rolled 2.
So roll 1 more. That would have been your second die.
There's my second die.
Okay, you would have been able to re-roll that since you roll.
I re-roll 1s.
There you go. You passed.
There, I passed. Woo! Okay, so if you pass, gain the Etienne Laurent unique asset.
Okay, what's it called?
Etienne Laurent. It's Etienne.
Okay, well, I'll find that off camera. How's that?
Yeah. Well, here is what I got. It's Etienne Laurent. You may add 1 success to your test result when resolving an influence test during an acquire assets action, which that's really not going to help me any, but once per round during the action phase, you may discard 1 card from the reserves.
So, Mythos. We will move this. Do we have any blue? Yep, we got 1 blue, 2 blue squigglies. So, goes twice. Monster Surge, which both of these are going to now get monsters. So let's see.
Monster.
We've got a Migo and a Wendigo. A Migo and a Wendigo. And we do spawn a clue, and this will go on the Heart of Africa.
A clue.
The state of the world is more dire than you could have imagined. It is clear to you now that there is no higher priority than sealing the Ancient One's power. Abandoned goals. Event. For each task asset an investigator has, that investigator advances doom by 1 unless he discards the task asset. I don't have any.
I don't either.
Well, then I guess we don't have to worry about it then. That was easy enough, right? So these still haven't moved. That's kind of nice too. But I got these stupid. I'm detained, so this is gonna suck for me this turn. Okay, so it's gonna be real simple for me. I am detained, and it says restriction. You cannot move or perform actions other than the action on this card. So I can do a local action. I can test my persuasion, or my influence, I mean. And if I pass, I discard this card. But of course, because of this curse, I have to roll 6s to be able to pass. So, and neither one of those are 6s. So I am like ultra screwed at the moment. This sucks.
All right, Zoe, let's see if Skids can help you out.
Skids here for you, baby.
Skids is going to get a train ticket.
Doo-doo!
And then he's going to go over to the pyramids and fight the witch.
All right, so for me, I have to once again go to this. Instead of resolving an encounter, flip this card. So, holding cell. Your captors rarely speak except to interrogate you for information. You don't think you can hold out much longer, and you hope the guard
You tell us everything you know.
that watches your cell might take pity on you. Spend 1 clue or test your persuasion. If you fail, they beat you and leave you to die. Lose 2 health and 2 sanity, then discard this card.
You might be able to persuade me.
I'll spend a clue. All right, baby. So I'll get rid of that card now. At least I'm not detained anymore.
All right, I'm going to fight that witch
Miko
for
or the
you.
witch? You want to do
I'm going to fight the witch because
The
she's
Wraith,
the one that
you
cursed
mean?
you, right?
the Wraith?
Oh, the Wraith.
Yeah, so, all right, yeah. Beat that Wraith up, man.
Beat the Wraith up.
Jeez.
Beat the Wraith up for my baby.
For my baby.
All right.
I'll persuade you.
It is willpower -1. My will is a 4. Plus I
2.
get 2, and I reduce the horror by 1.
So
So
you're a total of what?
I'm a 5.
You're 5.
Mm-hmm.
Are
I'm
you-
a 6 -1.
Okay, so
Yes.
there you go.
All right.
That's a passer.
Uh,
Twice, so
over there.
you're good.
all right. That was 2. Yes. Okay. Strength -1.
This is where it counts. You roll 8.
I roll a lot.
Yeah, you roll 8
I roll
because
a
you're
whole lot.
double barrel.
Yep. Let's do this.
Come on, man. Get at least 2 6s.
Beat up that wraith that's cursing you.
Re-roll your 1s. You
I got
one
one
6.
I got a 6.
And
That's a
then
2.
re-roll your 3 1s.
That's a 2 right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another 6. That's
another
enough.
6.
So,
I'm
boom,
gonna
boom.
reroll that one.
You
All
unloaded
right.
both barrels. All right.
Yes.
So now you got to fight the Migo. What is this? This is the Migo.
Okay. Willpower, just a 1. What do I roll? I always forget.
You
4.
roll 4, 5, 6. You roll 6.
Oh, 6 because of my special thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
you're
all
like
of them.
really strong, man. And
Woo,
yeah,
look at that.
That is a passer.
Okay. Strength -2. So my strength was an 8. Wait, it was a 9, so it's going to be 7.
So I can
right?
get rid of this curse condition. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
You didn't have to say it like that.
I don't know why I said it like that. I'm supposed
So you're
to be.
gonna roll only
I'm
a
Skids. Skids says you are welcome.
So that's one
That's
success.
One success.
And then you roll one more.
I roll one more die.
And you need one more. You need a 6. Ugh. So you only hit it once. So he's gonna.
Wait, what's it say? Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna be able to re-roll something for some reason.
No, you're gonna take 1 damage. Is what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So let's put him back up here so you don't.
He gets a damage and I get a damage.
He was able
right?
to get rid. Yeah.
I was able to get rid of your curse. That was my
That
main
was the main goal, and that
Right.
really was helpful. So I
All right.
appreciate it. Okay, one thing we forgot to do is at the end of the Mythos phase, the last turn is we did have this mystery solved, which means we should have went to the next one. That would have happened before we would have went to this Mythos phase. So let's see what this says. It does say at the end of the Mythos phase, if 2 mysteries have been solved, which 2 mysteries would have been, or there are 3 Eldritch tokens on this red spot, then you would flip it. Well, it would have flipped.
It gets flipped.
Yeah, so here we go. The portal opens. Place 1 clue on this sheet for each solved mystery. So 2 clues would go on this sheet. Then shuffle the Mystic Ruins Encounter deck. Alright, so the Mystic Encounters Ruin deck would be this one right here. And let's see what happens. I can't believe I forgot to do that the last turn. I got all caught up in the fact I was so screwed with being detained and stuff.
Okay.
Alright, it is going to go on this space right here. What does that look like? Look at the picture. It looks like Istanbul. Is that Istanbul?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, that is. That's Istanbul. So, bam! That's right next to you. That's fantastic. And let's see what it says. Final mystery. The solar eclipse has begun, shrouding the earth in darkness as Atoth's gaze falls upon humanity. Only the power left behind by those who once fought the other outer god can close the portal. As an encounter, an investigator on the Mystic Ruin space may draw and resolve a sealing the portal encounter. I think that's these. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are clues on this sheet equal to half of the investigators plus 2, the final mystery has been solved. It'll say on it right up here at the top. So that's fortifying the barrier, so it'll be one of those. Okay. So we need to just put one more clue on this is all we got to do. So now let's do the Mythos phase of this round. So we do advance this, which will put another Eldritch token on this spot. We do a Monster Surge. It's the red ones. Do we have any red gates out? Arkham. So Arkham gets an additional monster, which is the Child of the Goat.
Wow, if I was going there, I would hope to have dynamite.
Yeah, now we spawn a clue, which goes on Tokyo. And it says, you hang your head in exhaustion and frustration. You jump suddenly when a hand rests on your shoulder. To your relief, you turn to find a local priest.
Oh, it's you, Father.
Have faith, my child, he tells you.
Why should I?
Your good works have not gone unseen. Your brave acts are making a difference. Support the church event. The lead investigator gains a blessed condition. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you. Something good has happened. I get... There we go.
Right there.
Yay!
Condition.
Look at me. I get a nun. I get a nun. Okay. So that would be it for this one. We still have not gotten one action thingy to pop up yet. So none of these have even kicked in at all. So now we need to just get up to here to solve the final mystery, and that will be it. I mean, that would be game because we'll have 3 mysteries solved. We just got to do it before this reaches down to 0. All right, simple for me. I'm going to get a boat pass, and then I'm going to travel 1, 2, and then just end my turn right there.
I have 1 action, and I'm trying to decide because...
Well, you have 2 actions.
Well, I have 2 actions, but I'm gonna...
One's gonna move.
I'm gonna move up there, so...
That's 1.
There we go. For my other action, I was thinking about doing this ritual because, I don't know. I mean, I could do it. The problem is, it's lore -1. I only have 2, so it's probably not a good idea. Plus, I'd have to flip the card, and I have no idea what's on the back. So, I'm gonna go over here and get a crazy eye.
I'm gonna give you the crazy eye.
Crazy eye is gonna help me focus.
If all this pans out, this could be the game. So I'm going to draw
Don't worry,
this.
baby. Skids is going to take care of this for you.
You see a street magician use real magic in his act. Gain 1 glamour spell. So if you could get me a glamour spell, they're the purple ones right there.
All right.
During the show, he locks you in a safe. I do my willpower -1, so I'll roll 4 dice. And 4s do count now as a pass because I am blessed. And I did roll a 4, thank goodness. If you pass, you stay calm and emerge to thunderous applause. Recover 2 sanity. If you fail, you panic, gain a paranoia condition. Lucky me. I got to show you guys my glamour spell because this is a new one. See, it's got the little head down there, so it did come from this new expansion. It says Astral Travel. Check that out. When you perform a travel action, you may spend 1 sanity to move 1 additional space along any path. That is crazy good.
Okay, let's do this. I am going to draw and resolve a Sealing the Portal special encounter.
There it is.
Sealing the Portal.
And you got to put a card on it so you can't see the... Here we go.
Let's not read that. You didn't read that, right? The ancient civilization that built this place appears to have warded it against outsiders. You have somehow activated the security mechanism. Frantically, you search for a way to disable it. I need to observe this. -1, so I get 2 dice.
Here, let's do the 2 big ones. Success!
Yay! All right. The guardian spirits of these ruins appear, and you implore them to help with my influence, which is 2, 3.
Yes.
And I get to reroll 1 die.
Oh, come on, Carmen. Come on, Carmen. This is it. Yes!
Yes. I implored them. You may discard 1 relic possession to roll 2 additional dice. Oh, okay. If your test result is equal to or greater than the number of Eldritch tokens on the Omen track, the spirits will help. Uh-oh.
Oh, wait. Well, you could have re-rolled that.
I can re-roll that.
Because there was a 1. And then, okay, so you are equal.
I'm equal.
There are 2 Eldritch. Look up here. There's 2 Eldritch tokens on here. So
All right,
you are
got
equal
it.
to or greater.
Equal
so the
to.
spirits are going to help.
The spirits are going to help me. Great. All right. Place 1 clue on the Ancient One sheet.
Yes!
Yes! That is all we needed.
That's going to be game. All right, so it does say at the end of the Mythos
Yes.
phase. So we do have to perform the Mythos phase no matter
I
what. So.
told you Skids would take care of this.
All right, so we do move this. It hit the blue, so 1, 2. The Doom will go by 2.
By 2. All right.
We do the actions. The lead investigator gains a madness condition. Then discard 1 Eldritch token from this for each madness condition he has. Discard 1 Eldritch token from this card. Each investigator may spend 1 focus and 1 clue, which that's not going to happen, so that'll just go away.
There's your madness condition.
Okay.
Congratulations.
We can try to do these, but I don't think it really matters. I mean, it does say test your lore, then flip this card, which would be 4 dice. My past. Traveling the void has put great strain on your mind. Yeah. Lose 1 sanity, so I lost a sanity for that.
Mine would be gain 1 random weapon, so I'm not going to do that.
I'm okay with my blessed condition. I would keep that. That's it, right? Let's see what else happens.
Oh, wait, what about these on the monsters?
Okay,
Should we
so
read
let's see if this one here's got 1, the Migo. Discard the nearest clue and move this monster to that spot, so we'll do that. Oh, actually, that would have been over here. All right.
Each investigator who has a cursed condition loses 1 health.
I don't have a curse,
Okay. Roll 1 die on a 1 or 2, advance doom by 1.
so advanced doom. Okay. All right. Now we spawn a gate, which would go on Shanghai, and then we'll put a monster on it. Okay. Piece by piece, you are falling apart. It's getting harder to successfully negotiate simple human interactions. Your wounds won't stop bleeding, and your hands won't stop shaking from bad to worse. Event. Each investigator loses 1 health for each injury condition he has, loses 1 sanity for each madness condition he has, and discards 1 clue for each deal he has. That's it. I just lost 1
I
sanity.
don't have any of those.
That's it. All right, so here we go. It says, at the end of the Mythos phase, if there are clues on this sheet equal to half of the investigators, so that'd be 1, plus 2, 3 total, the final mystery has been solved. The investigators win the game. Thank you very much, Skids. And I'm
You're
Zoe.
welcome.
Up top! Woo! Give it up, Skids. Hey, what happened to you in prison?
I don't know.
I don't know what happened. What are you talking about? What happened?
I made Skid's voice high that one time, and I just kind of went with it. After that, you know?
It's kind of funny.
I think he has kind of a split personality, and his voice changes, and yeah.
Well, let's talk about the game. It really seemed like you dominated, really. I mean, you had the double barrel shotgun. You had that, like,
I had that
you were just
combo
so
going
powerful.
where I would get a free weapon asset,
Yeah.
and then I would be able to trade it in and then upgrade it. And that was because I spent 2 health at the beginning, remember? I chose to spend 2 health to get that character asset.
Yeah, you did. And on top of that, you your ability with your character to reroll 1s
I knew.
is really powerful.
I knew I had to choose Skids when I saw that because I'm the queen of rolling 1s.
Well, it seemed like early on I was able to close gates. And
Yeah.
I did really good early,
Right.
but it really seemed like towards the late game, you just carried the load and just carried us all the way to the finish line.
You're welcome, baby.
So let's
You
talk
can thank Skids later.
Okay. Let's talk about this expansion in general. We love Eldritch Horror. Eldritch Horror is probably our favorite co-op game. We like Defenders of the Realm. We love Robinson Crusoe. We love Eldritch Horror. It's hard to say which one's 1, 2, and 3, but this one probably is at the top of the list. We like stories, and that's why Robinson Crusoe and Eldritch are so high.
I love the way that it combines the story and then you're traveling on a map. It just really, those 2 things together, I think, make this the top.
Well, and upgrading your character along the way.
Right.
We got monsters
you got
to fight.
upgrades.
Yeah, and constant things that are just throwing wrenches into the gears, you know?
Yeah.
And I think what this expansion has done, it's not necessarily added more complexity, because I felt like this was a little easy.
It was. I mean, we played it a couple of times, and it was a breeze. We didn't feel like we were,
Challenged.
We weren't on the edge of our
Pressured,
seat
no.
thinking we were going to lose.
No,
by any means.
No, so it's not necessarily adding a whole lot more challenge, but what I do like is it's adding a lot more cards to each one of the decks. Plus, you're getting 4 new characters, you're getting extra monsters, you're getting a lot of extra stuff. And that's what I think I love about these expansions, is it's always keeping the variety high.
Exactly.
And replayability
I mean, it's
there.
an RPG, so you want to have the variety.
An
You want to
RPG.
have new things coming up. Otherwise, you're going to get bored.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I would say if you're a fan of Eldritch, you got to pick this one up. It's a no-brainer. It's a lot of fun to play, and it's just like what Mountains of Madness did. Is it added specific things, specific cards. This one did the exact same thing. Only specific cards are going to work with this expansion, so you will have to kind of keep some things separated. But other than that, more is better. I mean, fantastic.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait to play it in a group.
Oh, no. I like it just playing with you and I.
We like just
Oh,
two.
yeah. We have a blast with this one. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see more, check out our other videos. And as usual, we appreciate you watching.
Bye-bye.